John Lur says my Ranger Raptor was supposed to be built last week, but I don't have a confirmation. So I have a couple of questions for you. Do you have your order number and your VIN number? Because that'll make a difference. So if you have those, you can actually do your order tracking online, and Dave can actually show you.
I will actually walk you through what you do, and because I'm always amazed when people hide their order numbers or all that, because you can't steal my vehicle.
Yeah, like even a VIN number, really, to be honest. I mean,
yeah. So
a VIN is a VIN is a VIN.
Yeah. So here's what you do: you go to check your order status. We'll put ours in right there. I'm not a robot.
Notice how it auto-populates, you guys?
Yeah, well, I've probably checked
he's checked it a few times.
A couple times.
So let's see. So this is what'll pop up if you're new to all this. So your dealer should be able to give you your order number once. Basically, once you get a VIN, the dealer should say, "Hey, you'll get a VIN." And what you guys know by Tuesday, I think by Thursday they're going to get your
Thursday.
Okay. Yeah, they get order schedule on Thursday.
Thursday I hide.
Every Thursday, typically.
Thursday you hide.
But it previews, right? Earlier in the week?
Yeah, they'll preview orders to Tuesday, Wednesday, but that just because it previews doesn't mean it gets scheduled.
Okay. So what happens if your salesperson's, especially especially on a Raptor, they should be giving you updates like crazy. I would think that's a sign of a good salesperson. I don't know. I don't sell cars. Once you get your VIN,
unless you have this one, and then he's just a pain in the ass.
You get your VIN, you'll see the order confirmation, and once you get your VIN, it should give you a scheduling up here. You'll see mine is scheduled for the week of. That does not mean the day of. It's scheduled for that week.
So it could be any day of that week,
which we know ours is the 19th, which is a Tuesday.
And it could move around too.
Right. And our Bronco did. Our Bronco was scheduled for like the 28th or something. It was literally built on the 29th, only because it was shift changeover. And it, which wasn't a big deal for us. And when as soon as I get my window sticker, I will go over the window stickers with you guys, because there's a lot of good information in that.
Yeah, especially so stay tuned.
You're kind of a truck geek if you really like to dig into about this stuff. But past that, so it'll go in production right here. It'll give you, I think it gives you a date there, right? If I remember right.
It should.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think it just goes green, doesn't it? That it's in production.
No, I think it gives you the date.
Okay.
Because I think it'll say the 19th for us.
That's
what it'll say. But when it says in production, that does just remember, it's probably built. Within 2 days, it's built. But Ford doesn't say built till they're ready to ship it out. Am I clear? Is that right, guys?
Still.
Yeah.
Until it's shipped out.
So there's a lot of January builds.
So I'm not gonna lie. I have several that don't even hit like shipped or final preparation before we have it. I'm not saying like don't get your hopes up thinking like that's going to happen to you. But this is just to give you an idea. Yeah. It's not always 100%.
Depends on where in the United States you're located. If you're in the heart of Detroit, then yeah. But for us, it takes 4 weeks to get it from there to here. We're going to get notified.
Are you guys rail then convoy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Kansas is a main hub for Ford, I think.
I figured it was rail then convoy.
So once it's in production, don't freak out. It's exciting, but that's the worst part. I always say
don't get your financing lined up. Don't do any of that stuff.
Don't call your salespeople 500 times.
Yes. But it's exciting, but that's the longest wait. Once you know you've went into production till it says built, and as soon as it says built, either it's at the dealership or it says it's built. There's no in between. Ours didn't show built till after we paid for it.
Each of those are like a process within it. So what customers don't see is they see the in production. That's like a status. There's a sub status to that. It's like, okay, it's at trim, it's at this place, and then it's been produced, and then it's been released. Those are all part of the in production process and then you'll get the built, and then then it won't go from built to shipped sometimes for like a week or two. Depending if you're lucky, and so that's a lot of people get confused by that. I'm like, why is it taking them a week to 2 weeks to produce my vehicle? Now, your vehicle's produced, it's got to take quality checks, it's got to sit in line to get put on a shipping. I mean, but it'll stay in that production status until it triggers that built or triggers the shipped, process, and to start that process. So it's confusing to people.
quite a few people going, oh, it's because of a programming issue is why my vehicle's no, if it hits the lot, I'm telling you, it's done. Other than during COVID, there was some microchip issues where they just had to pop some stuff in. It's done. It's just the okay to buy once that happens. And then it's just getting in line of shipping. There's no rhyme to reason. And trust me, my Mustang, I think Allie, it moved like 4 times.
At least.
Because you can start once the modules, and there's a way to check them out. Once the modules are on, it's built. There's some backdoor.
Are you still able to do that? Because I know a lot of people were starting to say
it's changed, but you can do it still. But you can check your modules, and that means the computer's active, and you can see, okay, the vehicle's green. It's active. It's a vehicle.
But again, don't let that control your decisions, because just because they are, doesn't mean that they're going to be there the next day.
And that's the thing. Tim and I have a really cool tool on like the dealer side of things, called VinView, and like we can tell you a really good idea of like where it's parked, what the battery life is, like everything. So I mean, how many miles are on the car.
Allie found ours in a lake one time.
I did.
Our Mustang.
It really wasn't. It just looked.
You're going to have a lot of fun. Try to back a Transit Connect from the factory.
Oh,
we saw it go like all over it out. It's like, wow, where's that boat going?
Everywhere.
Yeah, but I want people to realize, like, don't freak out about the tracker. I know people. I love the tracker, but remember, this isn't Domino's Pizza. Like you're dealing, Domino's deals with 6 parts.
I had a guy call me so many times because his pizza tracker didn't update, and he like wanted me to call to like fix it. I'm like, no,
right,
not happening.
So there was a mention. David Carlson says, I still can't find where I need to click to see my window sticker, and the website says that I'm able to click and view the window sticker.
It should pop up here in this,
but that's what he's saying, is that it says I should be able to. So
what is it?
Probably
7
delayed.
days?
Between 7 and 10 days is about the average from what we've seen from different viewers, is when you'll start to see your window sticker. You'll have a link in there,
which is, so the scheduled week. So what she's saying is right then. So the scheduled week's about 7 days before the scheduled week, right?
Correct. 7 to 10 days before that scheduled week is when you'll be able to click on that link.
Which makes it worse.
It does. It really does. Once you see it. But here's what's really cool about once you do see your window sticker, which, like Dave said, once we get ours, stay tuned, because he'll do a walkthrough on what's really important to know on it, to be able to kind of tell you like blend date and different like parts of your sticker that you never even realized were important.
Yeah, you can learn from the window sticker literally where you were in line in the order of building that day.